that they are changing my voice. Now, in a nutshell, Christ, as a character in the story, said the flesh means nothing. He said, you know them by their fruit. In Galatians and Paul's letters, it says there's no Jew or Gentile. So when you're looking for a leader, and I'm the last leader ever possible, and we'll get to that shortly, you see that he must be somebody who fits the description, who's like God, right? The one who sees the Father sees the Son, and the one who sees the Son sees the Father, right? The Son is the image of God. Exodus 15:3 says the Lord is a warrior, and in Judges it says that God left these other nations around, including the Philistines, to teach the Israelites warfare, especially those who had not experienced any of the wars before. So he's forging them to be a warrior. Now, I know a lot of whites and Jews want to feel important, a lot of Asians, a lot of other black people, other people in general. But you have to put what really matters first. For the LGBT community, I urge you to stop putting your sexual orientation above what really matters. To stop putting your political agenda above what really matters. What I'm saying is something everyone should know, and it's best for everyone to hear it and to do what is correct. To obey God's commands and his chain of command. And after my flesh dies, there'll be no valid leader, and I'm not going to lie about what is important. It's stupid to lie. It is stupid. Life is short. I'll be 43 years old this year. I've been shunned my whole life. The best years of my life are gone. It's just God and I. Okay, I have no reason to impress anybody, no reason to try to do anything but serve God. I've sustained a lot of damage from persecution over the years. It's clear that my life, I've gone all in with God in truth, and not with the churches and propaganda, but with pure truth. So when David faced Goliath, he said, this day I will strike you down and cut off your head, and the whole world will know that there's a God in Israel. How? Through warfare, through martial warfare. Now, the logical person will say, why shed blood for no reason? Say I was going to take on, Andre the Giant. And he said, hey, I don't believe that you can beat me because you're a lot, you're don't weigh as much as I do, right? And so I said, okay, let's both pick up a stick. And whoever can win on, whoever gets the 10 points first will declare the winner, so no one has to get hurt. Okay, so I outmaneuver him and I beat him 10-0. I'm striking him in the neck, I'm striking him in the stomach, and so on and so forth. Okay, and he knows that there's been razor sharp swords for hundreds of years. Going way back, there's been effective weapons. Man has been refining weapons since he, picked up a stick as in, 300,000 plus years ago. Okay, and that's the natural keyword, natural evolution. Okay, and he says, no, I still don't believe you. Okay, so he says, let's use razor sharp swords, and I maneuver him, I cut off his head. He's now dead. Did that have to happen? No. Is it wisdom for that to happen that way? No. I can prove it with sparring, because the principles of sparring are the principles of hand-to-hand combat, especially with sharp weapons. When you're a very smart and very effective striker, it's crystal clear that that's the case. Crystal clear. If it was one sloppy guy taking on a big, strong guy, and on a fluke he outmaneuvers him, when in actual combat he wouldn't strike him effectively, he'd just kind of give him a flesh wound, and the big, strong guy would kill him, okay? It's not the same thing. But when you're somebody as athletic and surgical and fast and intense and strong and fierce as I am, it's crystal clear that that's a valid way to prove the point. And it's also the spirit. God set me apart for that. God set the leopard apart to be able to kill the impala, the lion and its prey, the shark and the fish, and on and on and on. Okay? And so we see the righteousness, the wisdom, the justice, it all comes together. So God chose me, by the fruit, not by the flesh. The flesh means nothing. Galatians 3:28, there's no Jew or Gentile. So right now you should have no doubt in your mind that God chose me. Not the friendly rabbi who's trying real hard to convince you that it's him and his people or something, but the one that has the works. Proverbs 16:12, the throne is established in righteousness, not in genealogy, not in flesh. There's no Jew or Gentile. You're all one in the Spirit of God, okay? But in righteousness. Just like John the Baptist is said to be Elijah come back, my flesh was chosen to be the vessel for Christ to come back, and before Abraham I am. So Christ is not a Jew. He's before Abraham. before there's any idea of a Jew, right? There's Ham, Shem, Japheth. When there was Ham, Shem, and Japheth, were there Jews? When there was just Noah, was there Jews? No, it was just Noah. And then it went to Nimrod, who became a mighty hunter before the Lord, right? Ham, Shem, Japheth. And then Nimrod's the first to really pronounce himself in the Spirit of God. That's why in Genesis 10, it bothers to say that he's a mighty warrior before the Lord. That's why when Goliath challenged the Jews, he said, whoever wins, the other one's going to serve them, because everyone knew in the ancient world that it's a martial art order. Okay? And it was proven in the story, it's proven that it's a monotheistic martial art order, and in reality it's overkilled that it is, because I'm monotheistic. Okay, I believe in one God, okay, and my righteousness and justice is a result of one God who has allowed me to prove this point in a way that is unmatched in reality, and the Bible's figurative, and I go on and on about that in many videos. See the video before this. Thank you.